Okay, done. Welcome to our morning movement and meditation. So I made a video once, it was better than coffee, morning movement. So maybe not better than coffee, but it makes a good combination with coffee, or it's a good hand-in-hand thing. So wake up, get your body going, and feel alive. So we're gonna start standing as we do, and taking our knees and bending them and getting into that squat, always pulling up the pants and taking your hands down next to your thighs. Take a deep breath in, pulling those hands up to the shoulders, and then exhale, float the hands down. Keep going back and forth. We're going to lift up to shoulders. Exhale, float the hands down. Base breathing, very simple breath. We'll do one more at the base style. And we change it to our wheel breath or circular pattern. Inhale, hands to shoulders. Take it forward and down. And we'll do two more of those. So we take a big scooping breath in. Exhale, forward and down. One more. And then take the hands down, relaxed. Take your chin down to your chest. And then chin towards the sky, look up. Again, chin to chest. Look up. Look down, and take your head side to side. Today we can meditate on so much. I wonder what I have this deck of cards I can do for the word of the day. Of course, I left them at the yoga studio, but we can start to do more of a, since this is daily. Yesterday we had the word of contentment. I hope you took that with you throughout the day. And today our word can be, you can pick one. Pick a word that will help carry you through this day. And then bring your head back up to center. Do arm rotations, make fists with your hands and big circles in, up, and around. And then switch directions with those arms. Try to stay flat to your body and take your arms all the way across when you do the crisscross. And we're going opposite on top each time. Well, I usually do, but keep it even. You're gonna do a few more shoulder things. So bring the hands down. We'll make goalpost arms, take a deep breath in. Now take those hands and turn them down. So you rotate to the shoulders, kind of like a little robot, right? And then you lift up again. Try to take the hands to pass the plane of the body, just a bit. And then we take them down. So it's breath-based movement. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. My shoulders get fatigued way too fast. Inhale, lift. We're going to take it side to side. Press one hand down, other hand over. Side bend. A pressing side bend. Inhale, lift. Pressing side bend. And as a reminder, this little morning movement practice, it's not something that we're going to find lots and lots of sweat with. We're not going to get super intense. It's just to start our bodies in its natural movement cycle. So daytime, we're meant to move, we're meant to groove, to just be active. And so this is what's kickstart on each day. Okay, reach up, inhale, straighten the legs. And then open the arms and let that go. Waist twists, bent knees again, belly's in, hands on the hips. We take the elbows and shoulders forward and back. We're working down the body. We've got our waist almost near our hips. I think today, for a little additional wake up, we'll work that Tibetan sun salutation again. So after we get done with our head to toe, our sun salutation section will be a few more back bends. I just have this feeling, and I'm sensing the energy of the room and thinking, that's what we need today. And by we, I mean me. So maybe you'll play along with. All right, and from those waist twists, we're gonna let that go and do a little bit of Tibetan body pounding. So let's make vibrations. And straighten the legs a little as you sway from side to side, so it's more relaxed. Make little taps right above your chest, under your shoulders, and at your lower back. All right, relax. I'm gonna take our feet together, and step one foot back, get into our legs, lift a knee. Lift the knee again. And remember, functional, not fancy. So lift, or gritty, not pretty. How many different ways can we say things like that? Is we're here, we're doing it, we're showing up. So that's often all we need. Straight leg if you would like. Make sure you look up. Takes you higher. Okay, switch sides. Knee up first. Sometimes it feels a little easy to get fatigued, but still know that it's working to energize us. It seems like the opposite would happen. When you use more energy, you lose more energy, but not the case. When you use it in a mindful way and functional way, it helps us gain energy for the rest of the day. So kick it if you like. And whether your foot is pointed or flexed, it's up to you. And we are going to bring it down. Ooh. All right. Ooh. Crescent knees. One more, last one. So just 5 of them each side. Knee comes in, up, and around. All the way around. Working on balance. I'm going to actually try the kick today. You can try along with me if you'd like. So you can stay with the knee or straight leg kick. Whoa, straight leg kick. Okay, kind of straight leg. I got a little bit into my knee. All right, switch sides. That's enough of that craziness. Knee comes in and around. Other side. You will continue to see me fumble and fall as well. And I hope you're doing the same. It shows that you're kind of pushing your edge a little bit. You're going to try that straight leg. Do you have enough space? Some people like to stick their hand out and try to kick it. Curtsy. All right, let's move on to our Tibetan sun salutation. So with that, let's see if I can tilt this anymore. Oops. It's all right. I think you can see my feet. There we go. So top of the mat, take your hands at your heart. Come back to an intention that you have for your day. Your word, your affirmation. Then before we get going, take one deep breath. Let it go. Reach those hands up. Add a little back bend. Exhale, pull it forward through the heart as you fold forward. Half lift, inhale. Step back to plank pose, but then actually step back to downward facing dog. So we got the hips up, pedal the feet a few times. And we'll do it 5 times today, from down dog to a floating on the toes upward facing dog. So as you inhale, we can shift forward and lower the hips as the shoulders are over the wrists. Press the heart forward. Lift up and back, using this hips and pelvis and core strength to draw you up and back, so that midsection area, as to not hurt the back. To do it again, you could bend the elbows and slide through. Shoulders are not going any lower than elbow height. Up dog, floating on the toes, and then back. And let's do that 3 more times. Inhale forward, bent elbows or not, exhale back, forward, back. One more, and back. Circles in the hips. You can take the feet a little wider. Take your hips down to the side, hips just above the floor through up dog and around. Now this might be a bit for the wrists if they ever start to get sore, so you can come down to your knees anytime and do the same sort of thing with hip circles. And then switch directions. And bring it back to downward facing dog. Come down to the hands and knees. Walk those hands under the shoulders, knees under hips. If you want to make fists, that works too. Arch the back, cat pose, or cow pose. Round the back to cat pose. And bring it back to neutral. Sit back on the heels, swing the legs around. We've got our boat to tabletop or reverse tabletop. We bend the knees, take the feet together, lean back. Let's do boat pose first. Just get off the wrists. So we lift and breathe. Reach. And one more breath. Take the feet down, take them a little wider. Hands behind you, palms down, fingers to the toes. Press into the feet and hands, lift the hips. Reverse tabletop. Another way of doing this is on your elbows, just pressing your heart through the shoulders. So that's if we have any wrist pain or issues with our wrists or shoulders. And lower back down, back to boat pose. We'll do it 3 times. So boat pose, about 3 breaths to each pose. And then we take it down, feet down, hands down, lift, reverse tabletop. And our last one, bring it down, boat pose. We can go knees or straight legs. Let's do our last one, best one. So legs up, straight, well, straight or bent. Bend the knees again or straighten the legs for reverse plank. Then you lift the hips, press, open up. And lower back down. We're gonna make our way onto our bellies. So I usually roll forward, so crossing the legs, roll it forward, step back. A little bit more into our back bends, lower down. I hope you can see me. And if not, you can hear me, so that's good. Let's keep the elbows tucked in, hands underneath, right next to your chest, palms down. Glue the legs together, and just like a little cobra pose, lift the heart, squeeze the shoulders, hover the hands. But here at the same time, let's lift the legs. And then reach forward with the hands, add more levers, so you might come down just a bit. As you exhale, pull the elbows back and lift the heart. Inhale forward, reaching. Exhale, pull the elbows back. Inhale forward. Exhale, pull it back. And place the hands back down to the floor. Lower everything, belly, chest, chin, forehead on the hands, or cheek to the mat. Good, lifting your gaze again, bend the right knee, reach back, find the right foot, lengthen the left arm forward, and press the foot into the hand for half bow. Keep pressing the left toes into the floor. The knee will lift though, but left foot still grounded. And then let that go. Take another little mini break. And switch sides. So you grab that left foot, right arm forward, press into the hands and lift the right arm. Lift the left knee, press the right foot into the floor. Half bow. Dhanurasana, Ardha Dhanurasana. And lower down. I could seriously stay in these for a long time. I think it's my high jump background. I did a lot of back bends in my old and younger days. All right, so we're taking a little break and coming then to either your tighter side or both feet for bow pose. So you can choose to do one side over again or grab both feet, keep the toes touching in the knees hip distance, press into the hands and lift the heart. Lift the heart, lift the knees. Feel that breath rocking you forward and back. And release it. Very slowly press into hands and knees and sit back in child's pose. So you might take your knees a little closer as you round into the back. You're making your way back to downward facing dog. Keep the hands extended. Shift your body weight forward so you can tuck the toes and lift the hips. And then walk the feet forward to the top of the mat. We'll end with a little Tai Chi movement before our meditation. Bend the knees, sit back in chair pose. You can reach up. And take the hands to opposite knees. And then pulling those fingers together, so all fingers touching on each hand, leading with the wrists, straighten the legs, lift up, open up, inhale, make a Y shape with the upper body. Release the fingertips and float on back down. Because you're tight. And then inhale, soft and open. Lift, lead with the wrists. Exhale, release the hands, take it down, chair pose. Now faster, take a sharp inhale, lift. Ready for the day. Exhale, take it down. Slowly. Inhale, lift. Take it down one more time. Big, sharp inhale. And then hands come down next to your side. And that's our morning movement portion. So we're going to come down now. Come down into a seated pose. And how you get to a seated pose, well, that's up to you. So you can just step on down or flow down, but I just sit down, move a little bit into the hips. I always got a couple little pops and cracks I have to release. And we're going to sit. Sit simply. And each day I could bring in a different style of meditation, and sometimes I do, but I often think just the best thing for us to do is just to sit. Sit with those thoughts, sit beyond whether or not among, between all of the things going on, is just to sit. And there's no need to overcomplicate it or need something to attach to, but instead we just do this, do nothing. So let's practice that. One thing that is often something that we can attach to, or is easier for us if you do have a very mind that's full, is to pay attention to your breath. So your breath and your sensations. So sitting up tall, take your hands wherever is most comfortable. Allow the shoulders to relax. Close the eyes or look down. Sometimes in the morning it can be tempting to doze off if you got your eyes closed, so you might want to keep them open. Find a single point of focus. Sit up taller. And breathe naturally. So there's no effort with this breath. Notice it flow in and out without any or extra effort. We'll be here for a few minutes, just sitting through the discomfort, through all the mind fluctuations. And let's start to find a little movement through the fingers. Take a deeper breath in. Let it go. Blink your eyes open. And take those hands, reach them up overhead. Pulling those hands together, empty your heart, bring them down. And one more breath. Deep inhale. Slow exhale. That was our morning moves and meditation, or sunrise yoga and coffee on this lovely Thursday morning. Thank you for joining, and I will see you again maybe tomorrow. Namaste.